Hello and welcome to live football from Clarence Park on Mix 92.6, sponsored by KJ Smith Solicitors, specialists in family law. The final home game of the season, St Albans City welcome their local rivals Hemel Hempstead in what can only be described as a must-win match for the Saints in their quest to beat the drop from the National League South. The hosts sit in 21st, 3 points off Salisbury in 20th, and of course that means 3 points away from safety. The visitors have no such stresses, sitting in a comfortable 9th place, with their main goal today to pile the misery on their local neighbours. Clarence Park is packed to the brim this afternoon, with each set of fans in fine voice, and with so much at stake today, it should make for some entertaining viewing and entertaining listeners. Last time out between these two, it was Hemel who took the point, snatching a last-gasp victory at Vauxhall Road back in February. The Saints will be desperate to avoid a repeat of that this afternoon. From a little bit of space on the edge of the box. He tries to engineer some space for a shot or a cross and is forced towards the wing. Still on the ball. Banton, he's clipped it towards the back post. Harrison Smith couldn't get his head to it, but first, almost half chance for St Albans City. Williams, who was waiting at the back stick there, intercepted again from Brandon Mason. A chance for St Albans to counter. The one time that Rasulo's touch wasn't correct was the one time that it needed to be. And now Bronson can try and get through. It's a lovely run from the number 11 and he flashes it across the face. Nice hold-up play that from Joe White. He's done really well to lay it off to Achuba. Tried to fling it forward and a slightly late challenge from Alfie Bendel goes unnoticed by the referee. Seen those ones given. A little bit of revenge, but it's actually an excellent tackle. And now it's going to be switched out towards Joe White. Lays it on to Brosnan, who has his defender exactly where he would want them. A lovely little drop of the shoulder. Plays it back towards the penalty spot. And Achuba couldn't keep it down. But I tell you what, that's really nice football from Hemel. Hemel did get to the loose ball, but James Sweet does really well to come away from two challenges. And now he lays it off to Charles on this right-hand side, who will drive at his man. Still managed to keep it on and look to deliver. It's not a bad ball either. It might fall to Rasulo here. He goes down. I don't think you're ever going to get a penalty for that one. See how they intend to get their goal. This could be a real opportunity to do so, as Ajayi looks to get a run on Long King. And it's a real chance. It was bundled off of the 6-yard box as Long King and Ajayi have a few words with each other. The floodlights spring into life here at Clarence Park. Pass to Bendel in the midfield, pokes it out wide. James Sweet plays it into Ken Charles. A real chance for St Albans and a real fizzing effort from Ken Charles, but good goalkeeping from James and Paulig to save it at his near post. Ball will be whipped in by, I think it's Davis on that far side. It's a nice ball actually. Out to Zane Banton. Bendel wanted it laid back to it, but it will be back into Davis. It's a great ball! And somehow it's stayed out of the net. At the moment, Banton pokes it into Rasulo, whose touch is perfect on this occasion. He slips in Ken Charles, another chance for St Albans! And it's flashed over the bar by the number 7. Long King has it back at his feet again. Bendel kind of short for it. Lays it back to number 6, who plays it into Davis, who's fouled there, but the ref says nothing to do him. And was that a handball? It looked like it. There's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box actually. I'm not sure if it was given for the handball or for the desperate attempts to kind of pull his man down after he'd fallen over. Harrison Smith and Zane Banton stand over it. Harrison Smith looks more intent on striking it. He does just that! Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful save from Jameson Horlick, and it was an excellent free kick from Harrison Smith. Back by St Albans for a lot of it, but as we've mentioned a couple of times, that will come, you would assume. As Zane Banton tries to fight Davis, has poked it in brilliantly. Harrison Smith is bearing in on goal, and I tell you what, that is an absolutely fantastic bit of defending from Ajayi, who's protesting to the referee very animatedly, and I think he might see himself end up in the book for that. Makes the events of this game even more important. Of course, the players won't know the result in that game, but they'll just be still trying to win this one. Davis flicks it on for Banton. Harrison Smith is really starting to get going now. Looks to cut in and have a strike, and it's blocked, and it's a goal! It's fallen to, I think it's Ken Charles, the man who got his head to it. A bit of luck for St Albans City, and that is what you need when you're in this position. A great header, and St Albans City take the lead, and the fans behind the goal. Oh, that's excellent, the limbs behind the goal. St Albans City deserve it, it must be said. Ever since the half-time break, they've been the better side. Hemel have kind of been lost to how to deal with it, and it was Harrison Smith who was driving down the left-hand side, cut in and took the shot, deflected, and I think it was Ken Charles who arrived at the perfect time.
And it's just as St Albans were having their good spell going forward, and just as we mentioned, the Salisbury Eastbourne goal,
the yellow flares being set off in the Hatfield Road end, and that is an absolutely massive goal for St Albans City. It's kicked forward. A lot of speed that from Dill, who brings a new dimension to the Hemel side. A little bit of trickery to try and escape Jack James. Jack James stood him up well. Nice little possession. Probably their best spell territorially of the second half. And Dill slips it in. Williams arriving onto it, and he tried to just poke it with the outside of his boot. Saw what he was going for, but I'm not sure if it was the right technique in that position to approach the final few minutes. It's whipped in, it's a good ball. Long King, I think it's Charles, who won the header, and it's still alive here for Hemel. Out with Iachofano, and he looks to play it inwards. And it will be whipped in, and there's a free header on the 6-yard box. And it was Dill who had no one marking him, and it was terrible defending from St Albans.
And it with Brandon Mason, who's just going to take this throw. Gets the throw down the left-hand side, looking for Alex Wall. Alex Wall looks like he's impeded. The ball comes back down, comes to Wall. Wall now twists, turns, goes down. Free kick to St Albans. Free kick to St Albans. Just level with the 6-yard line. Over on the far side there. Hands on hips. Ben over on that far side. Ben Davis has got his hands on his hips. He's got Alex Wall next to him. He's going to give it to Wall. He's going to use all his strength, all his power, and he wins a corner for St Albans. And there must only be seconds left on the watch here for the corner, and they're trying to keep the ball into that corner area. And surrounded by red shirts, the ball goes Hemel's way. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stress round here. Paul Bastock beckoning the St Albans players forward. And there goes the final whistle. It finishes 3 points to St Albans City. And the next port of call will be Truro on Saturday afternoon. If you're able to join us, please do, right here on Hertfordshire's Mix, 92.6 Saturday afternoon. And the drama continues there.